Number of totals here. I think this is 6, 6, 8, 5, 0. As you join, please mute as you join. So the balancing figure, what you call the balance carried down, so what becomes the closing balance and it's the balancing figure. I hope I'm getting these figures right. Please, someone should confirm. So I think 6, 4, 3, 9, 0. Okay, so that is your retained earnings that you're referring to. Okay. Balancing figure. So this is what you will take in your workings. Now you say therefore officially. So that X2 going to be equal to retained earnings, which is given as 6,390 divided by total assets, which you got as 19,739. Okay, what do you get when you divide? How do you get when you divide? Please share the answer. As you share the answer, I can go to the next thing, which is X3. Okay. X3 is given by, I hope we're following. I want to leave anyone behind. X3, we said is earnings before interest and tax. Okay, earnings before interest and tax. So you come and say earnings before interest and tax. You could take that. Divide by total assets. Why did we less the 2,855 from the profits of the year in class? Did we less 2,855? Not seeing any 2,885, you're saying. We less to 1,000. Esther, you may want to check your question again. Why did we less the 2,855 from the profits? This is from the profits. 8,255. Please, let's go to the next thing. Just follow. I don't know where you're getting information. Eh? Please follow. You're going step by step. Okay, from what you've shown me, actually, you're answering what you're going to answer now. Okay, the answer is here. So earnings before interest and tax. Now, earnings before interest and tax, that is profit for the year before interest and tax. So therefore, we bring profit for the year. Say profit for the year. Profit, yeah, which is the adjusted one, which is 2,780. Okay, if you want to repeat, you can start with profit as per the trial balance 3,780. Then you remove this error of sales tax of 1,000. And then now you bring the tax, okay, tax expense, which we saw in the working number 1. However, is joining, kindly mute. So that's where I got the 2,885 from. The one who was asking the 2,8. So when you come to the trial balance and look at the tax that was expensed, you're saying it is 2,855. Okay, it's actually expense 2,855. So you come and bring it here. 2,855, and it's not deducted, it is added. Yeah. So that you end up with earnings for interest and tax. Add this, what do you get? 5635. Is that what you're getting? 5635. So you can't subtract. Instead, we actually add it back so that you get earnings before interest and tax. So adding back the tax rate, because to come with the profit, it was already deducted. So to go back, you must add it back. And that's what you get as the answer. Yes, yes, okay. Good, 0.32. 0.324. Okay, so what do we get? Okay, this is the answer. Now we get the final x3. X3 is saying it is equal to earnings before interest and tax, which is 5635 divided by total assets, which is got as 19739. Not mistaken. And to be sure, yes, 19739. Okay, what do you get here as your answer? As give me the answer, you can go to x4. Okay, x4 from the working, it is given by market value of the equity. Yeah, market value of the equity. It's the market value. Divided by, is it book value of the total assets? Which is the same thing, which is the same as total assets. So market value is usually given by, in the information I always tell you, 0.285. Okay, so let's look at the market value. When you check the additional information that was given here, say that the directors are aware of computation of the company failure using the Z score formulae, whereby 5, okay, this doesn't have the market value. Run for the market value. Let's see the market value. If you're seeing it, you can tell me. Otherwise, if it's not given, you consider the face value as the market value, which is 100, which is really rare. Always tell us. Someone can confirm with me. Were you given the market value in the as maybe additional information adjustments to this question? My network is fine. I think it should be your sleep. I'm saying, did you have additional information regarding the market value of this entity? Were we given that information? Did the lecturer edit the question? Which I think she did. Someone should confirm and give me the value, the 884. Book value of total debt securities. Sum of the market value price. How much is the share currently? Because the information was not given in this question. Since no one is saying anything, let me just assume something. Okay, now market value, usually they tell you that right now, if you sell this business or a share, they'll give you the price. Okay, now if they give the price, uh, 5.1. If they give you the price, it's what you attach on the ordinary shares. Okay, so you're given 3.6 M, but that is, those are not shares, that's the amount. So you get shares. Here's a trick. Okay, they give us that the value of a share, the value of a share. Share now, it is at 5.1. Okay, so you ask yourself, how many shares do these guys have? Okay, so what we have, the number of shares given by the total face value or the book value divided by value. So the total was given as 3.6 from the trial balance. You can all see that 3,600,000. We divide by the value which was given as 100. I can just take you there. Okay, market value is based on the prices of the shares, what they're offering on the security. Here, ordinary shares cost 100, and therefore they have a total value of 3,600. So how many shares at 100 can give you 3,600? So what I've just done. This divided by 100, get the number of shares. And then on those, now you attach the price, which is 5 now. It makes sense, really. Is it 5? That makes sense. It should be more than 100, not 5. 36. Yes, I don't know if you divide, but I don't think that's the right price. Because if you share, the market price will be so low. It's 5.1. Someone on the question, help us out. Maybe a screenshot or something like that. They tell us that the market value is based on earnings before interest and tax multiplied by 5, or as a multiple of 5.1, something like that. Esther, we were sharing. Okay, I think you're basing on this earnings before interest and tax, which is they will tell you that the market value is a multiple of earnings before interest and tax, and they'll give you the multiplication factor of 5.1. Okay, so unfortunately the question is not guiding us clearly, but assuming we have selling prices instead. Okay, so we're saying instead of offering this, let them offer 500, 100. PL is multiple. Yeah, I thought so. Okay. Earnings price. Is it price? Yeah. Price earnings ratio of 5.1. Okay, now it makes sense. Okay. This is when they give you the price of a share. You need to find the number of shares, which is in this case to be 36. Then multiply by the share price. Okay, but that will be very small based on this information. So instead it was a multiple or a price earnings ratio. $5.1. So it's actually share price per earnings ratio. Share price per earnings ratio. So as you can hear the word, it means that share price is up. Share price is up, divided by earnings. Okay, and this should give me 5.1. So we don't know share price. That's what we're looking for. But we know earnings that they are 5,635. Okay, earnings before interest and tax. So this should give me 5.1. So when you cross multiply, share price will be equal to, this will go up, so it will be 5.1 times the price itself. How do you get when you apply those? As gives me the figures, that's the value of the share price. Now you can look at the debt security. Securities. The securities, you just look in the balance sheet and you must find that debt, I'm sure. Long-term debt specifically. Is someone get me anything here? I think I forgot something under profit. I forgot something. I saw somewhere to do with investment. Always does a balance sheet. All this income here, investment income. We need to adjust our profit. Investment income must be part of the profit. That's why it's here as a credit. Sorry about that. Allow me adjust that. Under earnings before interest. It's supposed to even be here. Yeah, supposed to add the investment income. It was 408. Sorry about that. I missed it out completely. What? It is 84804. It was not put as income. It's supposed to be part of the profits. So meaning it's supposed to adjust your profit with that 8. So this will be 4. This will be 3, 5. Supposed to be that. Sorry about that. Once again, 3, 5, 8, 4. So our balancing figure will be so different. In the book, I have earnings before interest and taxes. Yes, Alice, it's because they said it's a multiple of. I know I've shown you the working, how they do it, what, but it's the same thing. Whenever they say price, share price or share price earnings ratio, they mean the share price is up, then earnings is down to give you 5.1. So when you make the share price to be the subject, it's the same as saying BE times 1 times 5.1. Alice, I hope I've answered you. Okay, so someone should help me. What was now the new? Because this is different. This will be 4. It will be minus 5, but this will be 16. And this will be 7. Okay. 7. Yeah. Okay. So this should also be 7, 6, 5, 4. Balancing figure will be what this time? You have it for somewhere. You have a 1, 9 rather. And a 1, 6, 1. Kindly confirm if this figure is right. But it should be right. So it's supposed to be 7194. Here. 7194. So this figure should be different. Kindly compute for me. Then also the profit here we're supposed to remove to add back investment income. Of 804. So when you add all those, what do you get? Earning before interest and tax. Because I just added. So when you add, it's going to be 9, 3, should be 6, 4. Yes, it's right. Okay, thanks. So this is earnings before interest and tax. That's what you put here. 6439. So let me get those figures again because they were wrong because of that income, investment income. Okay, so guys, this is it. Supposed to now find, if you give me those figures as I finish the market. For the market, what did you get when you multiply this? Please do it. Debt securities, as you guys give me those figures, debt securities, you come and look for long-term debt. And here we shall take cumulative preference shares because of the fact that they didn't tell us that they are irredeemable. If they were irredeemable, then there would be share capital. But since they are redeemable probably because they didn't say anything, this will be now our data, which is 100. Our 1,000, sorry. So it's 1,000. So you come and say debt equals to preference shares, which is equal to 1,000. This is 28,739,739. So the figure I got, Emily, is it for this X3 or the one up?
It's for X3.
Okay, 0.326. So about this one, X2. So so far we've done X1, X2, X3, and X4. So we're going to look at now X5. Waiting for a figure there. Okay, I'm not done with X4. X4, we're saying it is given by the market share, which is 28,739, divided by debt securities, which is 1,000. This will give you 28.739, 0.364. Okay. So let's look at now X5. Cons, are you sure? Yeah, I think you sure. 0.3. Which is which? X2, kindly confirm because you're saying X2 is 0.326, yet Amy told me it is X3. Kindly confirm so they don't mix up those. As you confirm with me, you can go to X5. X5, it is, I think, sales or turnover over total assets. Okay, sales over total assets. Sales. Okay, so for sales, we already saw the mistake I made. So we just adjust the figure. So they told us that sales in total from, where is it? Yeah, they said that sales for there were 21 billion, but one was sales tax. So meaning that sales of 21 billion, 21 billion, which is 21. Then you deduct the 1 billion, which is the sales tax, which we debited. This will give us 20. And therefore, my X5 is going to be equal to the sales, or just sales, which is 20, then divided by total assets, which you got as 19,8739. If I'm not mistaken. Yeah. So what answer do you get? Kindly share. 719. X3 is 0.285. Wow. 285. Okay. then this one is 30. 0.324. Okay, these figures are different from the ones of class because of what I've told you. The adjustments that I have made, and I've explained to you why. And feel free to just think about it, and then just helps you when you're reading. You just know what you're trying to, what you should ideally either master or something like that. Otherwise, if you don't want to understand everything, it's supposed to be like this. So, but if you want to present what she taught, so you know what to look out for. That this was not supposed to be put there because she didn't put it. Okay, so guys, what x5? What's the answer? 20,000 divided by 19. It's 1 point something. No, Emily also has something different. Why do you guys have different stuff? Yeah, it's 1.0. Why you guys having different stuff on these ones, on this X, on these ones here? I wanted the answers here. Kindly confirm this and this. X2 and X3. Because you're done. Once you're done with, once you find X1, X2, and X3 to 5, then you're as good as done. Because you just go and substitute in the formula. I know you have to comment, but that's the computation.
Mr. Katabaz,
Yes.
those are like those values I've sent you are the actual Gundi correct answers for X2 and X3 for what we have just calculated with you.
Okay.
Yeah.
X2 is 0.3. 64. Okay, so we now apply the formula. So this we substitute. So I'll go substituting just close to the answers themselves. It's my x1. So if I remove x1 and I put 0.11, and I go to this one here. Okay, so it is x2 output times x2 is 0.364. Then x3 is times 0.326. And x4 and x5 x4 is 28.739, and x5 is 1.013. So what do you get as your Z? X1 is 1.32. Let me substitute and get me the Z value. So the answer you get for Z, it's supposed to range from, supposed to be above above 2.99. If you're above, then you're doing well. What figure are you getting? Then we comment accordingly, or you analyze. So we analyze this, we use the individual x's, okay, to comment accordingly. So when you look at these, you're seeing that the biggest here is 28.7, which is market securities. It's this thing, market value. So we say that whatever figure you get, this figure is contributing a lot. 28 is a big figure. So we say that whereas the market value of equity is high, we're saying we cannot rely on this information completely because of the external perspective of the customers. 2.7, it's actually below 2.799. So this is even below. So it's below the best performance. So if you're below 2.99, then you're not doing well. The entity is not doing well. Okay. To the extent that even when the best value, which is 28, is a market, or what you call a customer perspective. These are external individuals, they're just outside there. They look at your business and they think that you're doing well. So it's not substantive. Their opinion is not very substantive because they don't know what is happening within the company, and therefore they can give a wrong opinion. So that's one challenge. Are we also giving that formally of the question? I think so, but this is a past question, by the way, and it wasn't given. The Z formula wasn't given. So to be on the safe side, you should just learn it. I think it's the easy digits to cram or master. So still explaining regarding the Z score. You're doing badly, that's for sure. And justification of this bad figure is easy. Just look at these ratios, you say they're bad, 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 bad. For example, X1 is 0.1333. This implies that for just a single unit of an asset, cost of other assets, these guys need 0.1 in working capital, or they have 0.1 in working capital. So the ratio of 0.13 is very low for net assets to total assets. Okay, sorry, net working capital to total assets. And therefore, management should endeavor to increase their working capital. Okay, that's how you analyze it. Then you go to the next thing, which is X2. X2, retained earnings. When you look at their ratio, it is 0.3. This means that for a single unit like this, just a single unit, this guy needs 0.3. Or for 10 units, they need 3. Or they make 3 in profit. So that's the poor performance if for an entity. Retained earnings is supposed to make fairly a lot of money. So if you're making $3 out of $10 that you're inputting or holding for your assets, then you're not performing well. So that's how you explain. I hope I'm making sense, because yeah, Emily, it's what I had written first and it made me change it. Okay, but regardless, that's how you comment. We always going to explain that. So you go to still X3. X3, now this is where you're supposed to talk about the fact that this money is supposed to be used to cater for external, to cater for taxes and interest. Okay. But when you look at the ratio still, it is 3 to 10, or 3 out of 10, or 32%, so 30%. So we're saying maybe a fair performance depending on where you stand, by the way. Don't go with my words. I choose to say good or bad. Okay, but where the ratio is doing is very low, then it's bad. It's below the best 2.99, then it's bad. So you tell them that the earnings before interest and tax ratio to total assets is very low, leaving little money or little funds to cater for liabilities such as, not liabilities as such, but to cater for obligations such as interest and tax when they arise. Okay, that's what you say under earnings before interest and tax. You must emphasize that in case of interest and tax, am I able to cover those costs? Okay, then maybe back to this note 2, which is the profit, retained earnings. Here we say that the money is 30%, which is fairly good. 36, it's fairly good, although you say, will this money be enough to cater for, say, things like dividends, to cater for external investors? Is this return good enough to cater for external investors for their return? Okay. So guys, unless you have any other question, that's how we comment on this. Okay, you look at the overall score and then you try to justify it by what you have. Okay, I'm trying to be realistic. For example, sales, which is X5. For sales, as you can see, we got a ratio of 1 to 0. This means that for every single asset that they have, or for any single dollar of an asset that they make a single sale, 1 unit of a sale. So that's good. It may be good, but it may not be good still. At the end of the day, if I have assets worth 20M, I want to make sales more than 20M in a month. Although realistically, you will say, even if you make for 10M, I think you're done well. Okay, but it depends on how ambitious you are. So still, you can justify that. Okay, so guys, I beg to stop here unless you have any question.